Download's going. Give it a couple seconds. Alright, hello and welcome back to the Dragon's Cast. Now let's hope that this is gonna work this time, seeing that it crashed on me immediately. I don't know. Anyway, I've turned down a bit of the volume and everything. But yeah, the Vampyr, this is a game I've been wanting to get for a while now actually, so yeah. Alright, story mode. Play Vampyr with low challenge. This will cut on an important part out of the experience, but will allow you to enjoy the story and explore with little danger. Competent is there is no reward for finishing this mode without hitting any citizens. Play the game Vampyr experience. Character progression is faster if you kill citizens. Oh wow. Combat difficulty is linked to the number of citizens you kill. Oh wow. Hard mode. Play Vampyr in a more challenging way. Your power as a vampire is tied to the citizens you choose to embrace. Enemies are harder to kill and hit harder. Experience points rewarded by killing enemies in combat. Not be able to change difficulty mode during your playthrough. Oh, that is intriguing. Usually you'll be able to change your difficulty in games, but this one you don't? That's intriguing. Anyway, yeah, so welcome if you're watching now. Or if you aren't watching, who knows? Anyway, yeah.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Okay, is that supposed to be me? Ugh. Hello?
So thirsty.
Everything will be fine again.
And yeah.
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no. Mary! Hold on. Please, hold on. Oh, God. Oh, no. No. Mary. Mary. No. No. No.
That's a great way to start the game.
What have I done? This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain! These patrols are after me. No, no, don't shoot! This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here. This can't be.
Just keep running, just keep running, running, running.
No, please, stop! I mean you no harm. Bloody crime! What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about? Shit, where'd it go? Now, I can defend myself.
Cool.
Kill that thing! Over there!
Oh,
Who
right.
are you?
Ow.
Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
Do I get to pick up things from it? Okay, I guess not. Is this anything? No.
Who are you? Stupid beast!
Okay, so that's how you dodge. Alright.
Sorry.
Anyway, if you just joined the stream, don't forget to support one another in the chat. Don't be afraid of saying anything in the chat either. I do not bite much.
No, please,
Okay, I
stop.
may be a vampire now, but I don't bite. Just saying. Ow.
Fire, does it? Who are you? What do you
Combat's a
want?
bit glitchy, but I don't mind it. Alright, press a button to open up a door.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? Ah!
What in God's...
That'll do the rest of the job.
Just leave me.
What on earth? Okay, whatever that was.
It feels like it's burning me to the bone.
Fire will deal aggressive damage.
I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
Okay, so if I hold down...
I need to find shelter. Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here. I had better remain here until nightfall.
Okay, so that must be the exit. Leeches do not fear the sun or fire, and they do not the flames or ashes. Yeah, caught under the haze of daylight. Anyway, hey, Shattered. I'll let you guys just read that. You can pause it there if you want to. Okay, so this is cool. One-handed, two-handed, offhand firearms. Oh, that is cool. There is so much to this game. Main hand. So I can dual wield if I want to. This is a really cool game. Ultimate? Huh. Wow, that's a bloody big ass map. No quest. That's a cool, like, thing though. Like, how do I open it? Okay, so that's how you open it. Shillings! Oh, gotta love shillings.
Brother, what have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Vampire? Or just died. And then rotted away, who knows. I've also got 2 other games that I'm going to be streaming, like, tomorrow. Shattered, so if you want to watch that, you're welcome to.
In the dead's pockets, are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Go watch.
Beautiful it is. We fence it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
Oh. Okay.
That's impossible.
So obviously I died, but then they threw me off into that area. with the dead. But yeah. Is there like a button I can use to like scan? Hmm.
12 dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown of stone, that she might linger longer, her eyes as white as wool.
Who goes there?
A prayer for the summoned by warring song. A child born from darkness must take scent of his power.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
Oh. Look, a dead man. Ooh.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
Huh. So we're a doctor?
No, it never got easy.
I used the revolver. Okay. So that goes off in my offhand. That's cool. So we can shoot with it. So we can go poo 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 as well as we go slice slice slice. This is ridiculous. I guess we just nap now. Okay. Oh, God, my headset. Why do you keep glitching? Hang on a second, people. Okay. There we go. And if I just tap it slightly, it should fix itself eventually. There we go. It's not fully fixed, but it worked.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it.
Oh? And you're gonna shoot yourself in the
Rational
chest.
thinking only.
No. No. Can I not shoot? Okay, fine. I'll shoot. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of trophies. And they're just gonna pop up as huge notifications on there. Yep, I figured. uh...
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon, contains blinding sunlight into a glowing flesh.
Hideout beds allow you to evolve and rest. Spend experience points to level up and improve your vampire skills. You drain your own blood to heal. Normal and aggravated damage instantly. So you have skill trees within skill trees. This is going to be fun. Wow. This is pretty cool, actually. Like, I'm just, yeah. So there must be like multiple different other ways. Anyway.
That voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Where is it? It's closed.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here! Come back, you!
Whoa.
My head's spinning.
Oi! Come out, you coward!
It's locked, all right. I cannot enter.
Offhand, use stake. It's going to be used by pressing triangle. Oh god, these controls are going to drive me insane. So, triangle. Okay.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
Over there! Die, vermin! Vermin!
There's a strength I never knew I had.
See them fancy clothes? This one's a top!
Ooh, okay.
This shouldn't be possible.
Okay, this hurts.
Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire.
Nom, 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 nom.
I feel like a child
Morning, Will.
learning the limits of my body.
Well, morning for you, night for me. Nom, 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 nom.
My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Anyway, if you've just joined, remember to support everyone in the chat, guys. I do appreciate it. And if you're new here, hit that big giant red button that I love so much. And if you're really generous, put that little button down below with the like. Your king and country need you. Join the British ranks and help the brave lads at the front. So World War One, probably? Yeah. Your king and country. Hang on. Yeah. Your king.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us. It's locked, all right.
She probably knows.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Wait.
It's locked. I have this thirst for... I cannot enter.
Oh. But I can do this cool jump. Oh, that is so cool!
The dizziness from the jump. I can...
Oh. Okay. Anyway, I think she'll know Shattered.
It's locked, all right.
I want to go through these doors.
I cannot enter.
Let me through. Okay, so if I press L3, it'll turn on this little thing. I won't eat another rat. As tempting as it is. Cool though.
What will London have to say to me?
Fuck off, mate!
It's locked. I've so many questions unanswered.
I know what Australia would say. Oh, bloody oath! That mate just freaking bit into that mate! Yeah, I know, right? I was looking at it going, it's gonna be good, but god, it's gonna be overpowered.
Another corpse.
Cause like I've looked at his ability and it's
Streets
bloody
of London
overpowered.
become a mausoleum.
That's no corpse, I reckon. Oh, no, that is a corpse.
The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail.
Ah, yeah, I do
Perhaps it
agree
will
with
lead
you.
me to my assailant.
I'll probably do like a video of all my killers that I've created.
Blood. The smell is so strong.
Look at that. That's what you call cool. I'm gonna go up here real quickly and just see what's up here. I'm probably gonna die if I do this, but okay, well, yeah. But I want like a I'll give you like one of the killers that I've created, like what did I call it? It was the diver,
This
that's
is
right.
a slaughterhouse. It's locked, all right.
Yeah. Basically the diver's ability, he has a harpoon which he'll throw, and say if he misses. Okay, I guess I can't open that. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do here. Okay. Yeah, like his ability, if he throws the harpoon, if it misses, he'll have to walk over and pull it out of like whatever he hit with it. And then
There's no one in sight.
and then if he hits someone, he'll then
Where has
drag them
everyone
towards like yeah.
According to the blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail.
Hideout. Hideouts. You just found a new hideout. Here you can spend your XP while resting or craft items at a workbench. Refill all. Whatever that does. Workbench. Crafting. On a workbench you can craft medical treatments to heal your sick citizens, serums to boost yourself, weapon upgrades to improve and customize your weapons. Cool. Headache, migraine. This is cool. Okay, so you can choose what you want, so like you can upgrade it, right? But then you can also choose to either A, upgrade it to enhance just its damage, or enhance its handling. So that's a very cool concept. Perfect! It's so perfect you can use anything on it. Are you ready to be staked? Guess we can just recycle it and get some stuff out of it. Yeah, I'll probably do a video on it, like just a showcase of what I've done. Okay, so that's cool. Now let's see. Can I level myself up even more? Ooh. I'm already loving this game. Like, it's very interesting story so far. Like, I love that we're just learning about like the character so far and like figuring out how he became a vampire. A vampire. But yeah, it's really interesting. Let's jump down.
That's strange. The trail is very erratic, as if the killer was drunk or hesitant.
Oh.
At last, a little life.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Oh.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
Fair enough.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
I should just run as far away from this place as I can. Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom, then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, the Turquoise Turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Yeah, that would sound cool. Um,
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit mess.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
oh, that's nice.
Not long ago, this mess was giving me a laugh.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those
True.
that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
Ah,
I'll leave then. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being so kind. Ah, so you can see their social circles, so you can click on them, and then like, yeah. That is really cool.
I think I'm losing my mind.
There's gotta be something.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area,
They do not pursue me.
but they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself.
Okay then.
I need a word with anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
I love that we still have the bullet hole from shooting ourselves.
And who might you be?
Tell me,
First.
who are you?
First, tell me what you want. Then I may tell you.
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Fair enough.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
Perhaps. This is all new to me. I'm not even certain what I'm looking for.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I'll end him.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
I hope I live long enough to see them wet boot boys get what's coming.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight.
Are they stupid or
Someone
something?
must know something.
Never even been to India.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure
that's a
no
bit
one
kinky,
has come
mate.
in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Enjoy, buddy. I might feast on you later.
Long enough to see them wet boot boys get what's coming to them.
Not long ago, this sort of mess would have given me a
Evening,
laugh.
sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, and now all these terrible murders.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah, killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog. What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
What happened tonight?
Assuming that's
He
all
was
the
dead
blood.
drunk as usual. But my God, his eyes, his face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
You just discovered a hint. It reveals a secret about a citizen or someone related to them.
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Mum.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Who is he?
William. Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory.
No, this
before
game's
it
not
closed.
about time, Kira.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like many drunks, he's all bark and no
I'm not
bites.
sure actually.
Barely
Kira.
stand
Well,
up most
I
of the
bought it
time.
because I was quite interested in it a while back. But
How was he tonight?
yeah,
Was he
it's
different?
basically a vampire game,
Sicker than usual, perhaps.
and we started off by
Whined
waking
and
up
mumbled about
in
how
the
mean people
slums,
were to him, and how he'd
basically
like to talk to me outside,
dead,
and then he
and
left when
people
I
were
refused.
hunting us and stuff. So I'm assuming they're vampire hunters or something like that. But yeah.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the north
Sadly,
pier.
no. They
He
only
sleeps there
like
when he's
burn.
too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What'd you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
I hope I live long enough to see them wet boot boys get what's coming to them.
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Mum.
We can sneak out back, I guess.
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to India.
Okay, no.
It's locked, all right. I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city. The body is still warm.
Yeah, she's okay.
This
She's
man
just gone
has
to bed.
just been drained of blood.
I've been messaging her while live streaming.
This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. What's this? Some sort of note. Blood and...
Okay, so this guy came along to basically find out who the vampire is. Yeah, locate the beast, purge it quickly. According to the recent reports, this vampire is very violent. Approach with extreme caution.
These men...
Oh no!
They're a company of professional vampire hunters. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Professional. Oh, we've got a hunter in there. He's probably gonna want to kill me. Or!
Shut that foolish mouth of yours. You ever known McCullum to be wrong about anything?
Right. No time I can remember.
I'd step back, so over there! There's one of them burning!
Think I got away with that.
It's locked.
Of course it is. Alright, so I think I figured out what kind of the door is. Some enemies are more resistant to certain types of damage. There are 4 types of resistance. Physical, melee, and ranged, powers, blood, and shadow? Okay.
Steady, boys! We've got one of them! Fucking big! Fancy clothes? This one's a top! Over there! There's one of them burning!
Okay. So it looks like they've been burning the vampire bodies. Oh, some shillings. Don't know what that is all about, but... Track the killer, follow the blood. Okay. That is so fun. Whee!
This is despicable.
New hideout. Woo! Yeah, basically we started off as we woke up in basically the bottom of a slum, or whatever you want to call it, and basically no information, just they dropped us straight off in there, and yeah, then we've just been gathering bits and pieces over time, and we're basically hunting this vampire that's caused us to become what we are now. And yeah, increase the blood we gain, increase health, yada yada yada. Can't get that, sadly. What does that do? Place a cloud of shadows at the target's feet, or yours. The cloud will explode after a short time, causing heavy damage. Cool, 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 cool. Right. How does the stream look? Pretty good. Okay. But yeah, 100% we are definitely playing a vampire though. So yeah. But I'll probably become like a
Fresh
vampire
blood.
hunter.
The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Ironic, I know. Hello, we got someone over there. Oh, a used scythe. This is a two-handed weapon.
As one, we shall overcome this. We've done it before.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
It did not quench my thirst. I must have more.
This guy's a vampire.
Not again. William, please stop. Just a sip, I promise.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Okay. So I guess I can feed on a vampire as well. Use bludgeoner. Wait, what? Didn't get to read all of that. to rain heavy outside as well, so if you hear a lot of rain, that's definitely the case. Oh, that's cool. Shit, there's a guy down here.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Thank you.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Skal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat, and we can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood. I cannot enter. It's locked.
Guess I'm ready.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... what manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that Skal. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back. I will tell you, she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
It's my turn!
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river, dry it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. Me guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow
Oh, now
me,
you're
Mr.
dead.
Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Blood quality. How much XP you obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you get. Oh.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Press X to embrace Clay Cox or release him. Embracing Clay will produce a massive XP boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase the experience gained. What should I do? Should I end him or release him? Ooh, what should we do? Should we end him or release? I don't know what to do. What should I do? Should I end his life or should I release the man? I think we all know what I should do. Oh, I think you do.
Back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
To taste a life. To embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden. Such a divine sin.
It's locked, all right.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Cool.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Bloody hell, that's a storm.
I would like
out
to
there.
ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Nothing. Nothing happened to that other
Good
bloke,
evening, sir.
Kira.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr.
Oh, there's
Reed.
no video
And if
evidence.
you
What do you
ever
want
need
about?
a gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Ain't required.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Memorize. I could just memorize him.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Never gonna use that. Milton shotgun. Magazine 2. Okay, so you can only buy a certain amount of bullets and stuff. Okay. What do you want about? I don't know what you're on about. I'm just seeing like what there is and all that. It's intriguing though. Who's this person? Probably shouldn't talk to everyone,
Good
but I'm
evening,
still gonna
nurse.
do it.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett's. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance. Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
I think that's the guy that
Good evening, sir.
was talking about.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about the management?
Bit of sexism
I
there,
don't
but
always
okay.
agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of
Time
command.
and era, so I'd assume. Yeah.
I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
Okay, so when the Y comes up, I assume it's like a special choice, so it will have consequences. Okay.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
And what of my own life?
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Fair enough.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
I cannot enter.
Daily routine.
I guess let's head upstairs and we'll figure out what we need to do there. There's a lot of people that I can talk to, but I'll probably talk to them off camera. Or on camera, who knows. So many doors. Ooh, there's a... Oh. A used hacksaw. That's an intriguing weapon.
It's locked. This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
You know, that's a really good pun there. We'll read that later, unless
The
someone wants to
flower's
read it
dying.
now.
It needs water.
Is there any water I can get for it? I want to water my plant.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
So many little things that I can get. Blimey. Ah, I need 500 for that. May as well increase my stamina then.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Into the backyard garden. So is this that area out back here, I would assume. Public notice. Prevent influenza. Spanish. Okay. Cover each cough and sneeze with handkerchief. Walk to work. Do not spit. Drink from your own cup. Avoid crowds. If taken ill, go to bed and send for a doctor. To make a mask, me. Okay, cool.
A giant morgue disguised as
My
a
blood
hospital.
and soul.
That's Pembroke
They
nowadays.
belong to you now.
The life running in your veins. This dead flesh needs it.
Oh,
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Describe how you
Please,
feel.
describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Pincher.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
This is far too entertaining to me.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Hmm? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
This is far too entertaining to me.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities. Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You're right. When dealing with such a terrible disease, one must remain humble. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try our best.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Intriguing. Personal questions. Anything that I can get? Nope.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
The pain. It's here again.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction? You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really. But I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith, willing to preach the good word.
Fair enough.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the dockers' trade union. The wet boot boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place, and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later. It's locked, all right.
Time has lost its effect on me, but the suffering continues.
Now where's this garden? It says enter the backyard garden, but where do I go to enter the backyard? You'd assume behind, but... Yeah. Is this the backyard garden over here?
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody...
Little shit. Shoot. No, no. Little shit. Is that all of them? Smiling and loving couple with a few words written on the back.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Alright, so yeah, man. Have a good stream. Yeah. This is an interesting game so far, though. I am very much enjoying it. Really, okay. I have the hiccups. Everybody said a hiccup.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet.
I wish.
With all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Agreed there, buddy.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
I don't like his attitude.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
I would love to buy that shotty, but it's so goddamn expensive.
Another night with the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Rest in bed until the next night.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Well, I think I am going to leave it here. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. Like, I did an extra hour because I felt generous and I also was very intrigued on this game. But yeah, the next one will most definitely be in another hour or probably 2 hours as well. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna end it here. So yeah, ciao guys.